The aisle would be very difficult for me to listen to tonight, but you all have heard it said, and it certainly is true, that many executive branch officials around the nation departed from state legislatures, enacted laws. I think it's less understood how this came to pass. It was not a spontaneous, independent decision-making, but it resulted, I would argue, from a coordinated nationwide partisan plan. And the fact and scope of the plan, it really isn't disputed. If you go to democracydocket.com, it is the website of Marc Elias, the National Democratic election lawyer, who appeared in hundreds of cases across the country in the course of the election year. This plan was not a response to COVID, by the way. It pre-existed that, and his website shows that as well. He explained that in January 2020. It was a chaos strategy, a plan to flood state and federal courts with hundreds of simultaneous election year lawsuits aimed at displacing state legislative control. Now, as I've seen it, only the most experienced and independent judges appear to have recognized what was afoot. In the Fourth Circuit, dissenting judges Wilkinson and Agee said this: "Let's understand the strategy that is being deployed here. Our country is now plagued with a proliferation of pre-election litigation." And as they put it, 385 election year cases to that point on October 20th. And they referred to the website healthyelections.org to verify that. Around the country, they wrote, courts are changing the rules of the upcoming elections at the last minute. It makes the promise of the Constitution's elections and electors clauses into a farce. This was a political operation masquerading as a judicial one. And in keeping with that, it featured gross breaches of litigation ethics, forum shopping, repetitive suits after losses, and collusive settlements with cooperating Democratic officials of state and local governments. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what led to officials changing the rules in state after state, mainly through consent orders or the preliminary unreviewed decisions of state and federal trial judges inclined by partisanship or having limited experience with the electors clause. In turn, the displacement of rules set by state legislatures led to chaotic conditions on the ground, about which so many Americans are angry and disheartened. I think we can do better. I think that strategy was unwise. And I think, particularly in light of what's happened here today, we should. Thank you, Madam Speaker.